Imagine posting a photo online. A few minutes later, you check your phone. No new likes. So you check again and again. Or maybe you accomplish something important, but instead of feeling proud, you wait for someone else to notice. A compliment, recognition, approval. Why does this happen? Why do we care so much about what other people think of us? The answer lies deep inside the human brain. From the moment we're born, our survival depends on other people. As babies, we can't survive alone. We need care, protection, love, connection. Your brain quickly learns a powerful lesson. Acceptance equals safety. That lesson stays with us as adults. Even though we no longer depend on others for survival, our brain still craves approval. Because to the brain, approval feels like security. This is why compliments feel so good. When someone praises you, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical linked to reward and motivation. For a brief moment, you feel valuable, seen, accepted. But here's the problem. Dopamine doesn't last. So your brain wants another compliment, another like, another message, another sign that you're enough. And without realizing it, you become dependent on external validation. The scary part is, the more you rely on other people's approval, the less you trust your own opinion. Imagine making every decision based on one question. Will people like this? Instead of asking, is this right for me? Slowly, you stop living your own life. You begin performing for an audience. Another reason we seek validation is because of childhood experiences. Many people grew up believing love had to be earned. Maybe they were praised only when they achieved something. Good grades, perfect behavior, winning competitions. Their brain learned, I'm valuable only when I succeed. As adults, that belief doesn't disappear. It simply changes form. Now success, attention, and approval become proof of self-worth. But here's the truth. Your worth has never depended on applause. Applause is temporary. Self-worth lasts much longer. Another hidden trap is social media. Every notification, every like, every comment acts like a tiny reward. Your brain begins expecting it. This creates a cycle. Post, wait, check, repeat. Eventually, your mood depends on numbers on a screen. But numbers can't measure your value. They only measure attention. And attention is not the same as worth. Think about the people you admire most. The innovators, the artists, the entrepreneurs. Many of them were criticized before they were celebrated. If they had depended on approval, they would have quit long before succeeding. The reality is, people's opinions constantly change. Someone who doubts you today might admire you tomorrow. Someone who praises you today might criticize you next year. If your confidence rises and falls with other people's opinions, your peace will always be temporary. Real confidence is different. It comes from self-trust, keeping promises to yourself, acting according to your values, doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. Because when your brain sees consistent evidence, it stops needing constant reassurance. Here's a question worth asking. If nobody could see your success, would you still chase it? If the answer is yes, you're driven by purpose. If the answer is no, you may be chasing validation instead. Purpose creates fulfillment. Validation creates dependence. One lasts. The other never feels like enough. The most confident people aren't those who receive the most approval. They're the people who have learned to approve of themselves. Not because they're perfect, but because they know perfection isn't required to deserve respect. So the next time you catch yourself seeking approval, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, am I doing this because it matters to me or because I want someone else to notice? Because the moment you stop living for applause, you begin living with freedom. And that's a reward no amount of validation can replace.